Hello and welcome back. Almost. Hello and welcome back to this week's episode of Orphaned Blood. I hope you're excited for what is going to be a crazy and intense time. Things are about to get wild as we begin to wrap up this arc of the tale. So far, we have had some kind of insane shit happen. If you joined us last year, if you joined us last session, I should say, you may have seen a little culty ritual happen, which I'm sure we will go more into during the session or during the recap. So, yeah. Hello, welcome back, and I hope you're excited. We're going to jump right into some intros. We're going to start off this week with the one, the only, Cleansing Rain. Why don't you tell us who you are and who you'll be playing for this episode?
Hello, everybody. I'm Cleansing Rain. I'll be playing Beauregard Thibodeau LaFontaine III. Excited to be here as always. Looking forward to Thursday night and our Orphan Blood continuation.
Very nice. Up next, Emiko. Tell lovely people who you are and who you'll be playing.
Hello, I'm Emiko, and I play Sage, the punching bruja that got her ass kicked last session. The dice just went on my side that time. But yeah, I definitely look forward to today's session, especially after that cult scene. I need to know more. Looking forward to it.
Up next, Tone. Tell lovely people who you are and who you'll be playing.
Everybody, I'm Tone, and I'll be playing Vega de Leon tonight. I can't wait. It's a wild night. Oh, man. Thank you again, Mark, having me here. Love you guys. Please don't die.
Up next, Yampa. Tell lovely people who you are and who you'll be playing.
Yeah, here's hoping to not dying. What's up, guys? I'm Yampa playing Carlos the Cocaine Fiend Bias, and my dad wants to kill me, but I'm happy to be back with this amazing cast, this amazing DM. I can't wait to see what happens.
Indeed, this is going to be a wild session. And with that, last but certainly not least, our dear guest for this arc. Caleb, why don't you tell lovely people who you are and who you'll be playing?
Hi, I'm just another villain, also known as Caleb. I play Mr. Gabriel Newsom, the Ventru of the Camarilla, just showing the orphans what it's like in these mean streets. And how sometimes both sides aren't too different.
Indeed. But we're probably going to find out just how different these two sides can be. As things are coming to a head. And we shall have to see which side will come out on top. With that, why don't we jump to our introduction? Or out of our introduction into the beginning of the game. Let's start with some music. The sound of heavy death metal rings through the TV screen as grainy footage and VHS tracking lines blast into view. We see a dark stage with strobe lights, a crowd of long hair, leather jackets, and raging mosh pits. An announcer's voice cuts in, deep and powerful. This year, the underground gets loud. We see a quick cut of a guitar shredding under red light, a drummer blasting double kicks, fans crowd surfing, a fog machine flooding the stage, and an old camcorder footage of a chaotic live show. From the depths of extreme metal comes a sound that will blow your mind open. We watch as the screen glitches and a static symbol flashes. An eye open wide. Witness the rising force of Awaken the Third Eye. Mosh pit chaos continues as we see a crowd shoving and head banging. Text flashes rapidly. Heavier, louder, no escape. With that, a vocalist screams into the microphone. Are you ready to see? Loud and bright as the crowd roars. The guitar solo continues, security holding back a crowd as someone spray paints the band logo onto a wall. The new sound of extreme metal is here, and once it starts, you won't shut it off. A final title cuts into scream as there is a loud beat of the drum and a shred of the guitar. Awaken the third eye. Text below it reads, "The signal has begun." With that, who'd like to read the recap of last week's episode?
I suppose that I can bring you all up to speed. For all you mortals that missed last week's episode, we found ourselves in a myriad of different scenes apart one from another, but we began united, as we often do, where we were discussing things such as our coming fealty decisions, whether it was to be towards an extending open invitation towards the Anarchs or an open invitation from the Camarilla. Many of our choices were split down the middle, my own being a given towards the Camarilla, joined as well, surprisingly, by the wise Vega de Leon. Carlos and Sage had both rooted themselves alongside the Anarch pathways, to which we have no quarrel or apprehension thereof. Nevertheless, we embarked on the formalities that begat each of these fealty associations, and before heading from Club Renegade, I suppose myself and Carlos and Sage went to Club Renegade, a little potting view for myself of the place, and one more attempt to persuade Mr. Carlos to attend the Camarilla. However, he seemed quite cemented in his ways, and I did not dare try to dissuade Miss Sage from what was so obviously a good fit for her. I departed to the place that's become a little too comfortable as of late, but the El Dorado Club, where I made a certain pact with the Mesubeshi, and I guess I don't want to go into too much detail with all that, as it won't be coming up very much, if and I can help it. All things aside, there some alliances were made and treaties upheld, and as aforementioned, rituals beget. From there, jumping across, Vega, did you have a appointment with anybody from the Camarilla?
No, I was just hanging out with Gabriel in the car, and then he dropped me off at the corner.
That's right. So yeah, I guess I think that that concludes what I can recall. If I'm missing things, please fill in. That's at least
There's quite a bit still missing there, so
I'm certain.
I'll take the baton here. So once we transition to Vega and Gabe retrieves some weapons of note in a bag and begin to head back down to his vehicle that he has with himself, Tatiana, and Mr. Vega. And they have a fairly, very personal conversation, because instead of it being this or that, it's more of a conversation of, regardless of what you choose and do, what side you decide to be on, you're still going to be playing a game of survival of the fittest. And both sides aren't that different when you melt it down to its core, down to its entirety. And he handed Vegas some nuggets of wisdom, just, to kind of help the young orphan blood that he has grown to appreciate and respect over the past couple of nights, along with the rest. And as they began to drive, talked about certain retribution and things that must be had, for Gabe was going to scout something out. And Mr. Vega decided to be dropped off. Didn't say where, just said, next stop, whatever, here, there, wherever. And we gladly did, due to the fact he didn't want to be a part of what would happen or be implicated in the slightest, which was understandable. And as we go to another part of the city, to Carlos and Sage, we have the two that finally made it to the Anarch hideout, the HQ. Carlos had a little run-in with the sire, who was like, I'm going to kill you. Because fuck you. But also, I don't care about you. But also, fuck you. Carlos wasn't about that. But Sage finally went into the HQ. Within an instant, boom, blindsided. Just mollywopped out of left field. And then just a fight breaks out. And, the dice roll the way they roll, and sometimes they don't roll in your favor. But Sage got a bit of an ass whoop until Vandal just decided to destroy someone outright. So Sage got bailed out. She informed him of the individuals that decided to join and the ones that didn't decide to join. Vandal's really pissed, asking her, did you kill this guy? And obviously, once again, it's the doppelganger that has been very present within this chronicle. But I haven't seen the doppelganger, or have I? I don't know. Pineapple. And, Carlos finally makes it on in, witnesses some of the hubbub, the scuffle. He's just like, damn, he just, shot his fucking wrist with, sonic air and just destroyed the guy. Desks got thrown, things got, more fucked up, and Sage was told to go figure this out because it's becoming a bigger problem than it needs to be, and it is becoming more prevalent, more of an issue. But Carlos, though, he's going to have a fun time with whatever his papa wants of him. But also, fuck that guy.
All right. Anything else people would like to add? No? All right, then. With that, thank you to both Caleb and Cleansing Rain for the wonderful recap. With that, we begin. As another night passes, North spend a point of blood to awaken. With that, is there any conversations you guys would like to have, either individually or with NPCs, before you all manage to meet up together for this night, in preparation for whatever it is you wish to do?
I actually do have something. Sage would actually give Dave, or Dante, a call.
Alright.
Specifically to talk about a doppelganger.
Hello? Dave speaking. How can I help you?
It's Sage. I have a problem. A really big one.
Alright, what's the problem?
Please. There's apparently a doppelganger of me running around killing people. This sounds silly. But I have never met this doppelganger, however my group has.
That sounds like a problem.
Can you help me find her?
See what I can do. Tell you right
What
now,
was-
a lot of my investigations have been tied up.
Oh. Okay. What was the storyteller? What was the name of the the ghoul that was killed? At least, because Sage would remember. I just don't remember on top of my head right now.
I don't believe you were ever given a name. You were given
Didn't
the
they
name of
say you
the guy
killed?
who owned the ghoul. Oh, he
You
did give you a
killed.
name.
You killed X. I remember
Uh,
something like you killed them kind of thing.
Was it Lucas?
I think it was
So I
Lucas.
remember
It was
mentioning the
Lucas,
name
yeah.
when arguing back to Vandal. It's just like,
Yeah,
was it Lucas?
It was Lucas, yeah.
it was Lucas.
Some guy named Lucas was killed apparently in cold blood by a clone of me, a doppelganger of me. I don't really have much information other than that though.
Doesn't give me a lot to work on, but I'll see what I can do.
I'll keep you updated when I can find more information.
Alright.
Thank you,
Well,
and I guess I'll see you soon.
yeah. I'll see you soon.
Up. Hang up. Beep.
Beep.
I need to find that bitch and either kill her myself or take her to Vandal. Where do I start? And then she realizes how hungry she is. As how much can I spend to heal wounds? Because I have some
1
lethal
point
damage.
per dot of lethal. 1 dot per point of lethal.
Ooh, I don't have
Yeah,
much
it's
blood
not cheap.
left. Yeah, I think. Can you do this anytime?
Yeah,
Technically.
you can do it anytime.
Okay, so I won't do it now. I'll do it after Sage gets some food. Okay, that's about it. Sage will go find the others. And look after the parrot. Yes, I have to remember that the parrot gets fed.
Parrot.
Do not forget about the parrot.
Thank goodness.
The one thing she'll still keep on doing to the parrot is just constantly complain about Vega leaving it. Like,
It just responds, where is?
I'll get Vega back. I'll get Vega back.
He can't cry. Not on the outside.
Get animalism and then see it's like crying. Yeah, that's about it.
Alright, anything else from anyone?
Yes, for myself, I would like to speak to both Bruno and Tatiana to begin my night before I make my way to see the rest of the gang.
Bruno would be there to talk to you, however, he informs you that Tatiana is out on business at the moment.
Fair enough. Bruno, are we just about set for everything? For our little...
Yes, sir. Everything has been set, but there is, one unfortunate complication.
And that would be...
The information, it seems, is out of date.
How out of date?
It seems that in the time that it took Tatiana to collect the information, there was a change in situations with the Anarch you sent us to investigate. And at this point, he can't seem to look you in the eye.
What is the change, Bruno?
As was written in the information Tatiana collected, there was not a lot of family or people that the Anarch cared for. In fact, there was only 2 names listed. One was his ghoul. However, it seems that they are dead.
Dead.
At this point, you're starting to put together why Tatiana isn't here. Even as
Okay,
Bruno, you can kind of feel, like, the fear at your disappointment.
And the other party he was interested in as well are they still alive? His
Yes,
annoyance
sir.
coming to the surface. I imagine Miss Tatiana has gone to retrieve this individual, correct?
Indeed, sir. Of course.
If she needs any assistance, Bruno, you should go help her.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Go
If
right
she
away.
called... Oh, that...
He stops.
Yes. Go right away. I don't want any mishap in the slightest. I want everything to go off without a hitch. And when we lure this Anarch into our little hole, I will make him suffer 7 different ways to hell. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Go on.
He nods and immediately makes his way out of the room.
Not everyone can be perfect. 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 And he will reach for the phone to get a hold, reach the concierge at the desk.
This is the reception. How can we help you?
I need a temporary driver for tonight. Do you have a chauffeur or a dedicated taxi service for this wonderful hotel?
Of course, sir. We do, in fact, have one chauffeur on call. If you would like, I can have them sent to your car.
Absolutely, please. Within 5-10 minutes. I have to be somewhere.
Of course, sir.
Thank you very much. And I'll just hang up.
Yeah, you're quite, and then it cuts off.
I despise complications. I despise faults, but let it slide for once. You've been exceptional so far. And he will begin to grab a coat. He doesn't need it, but he's just going to grab a coat and make his way down to the lobby, then out to the vehicle, dropping like a 20 off at the receptionist for just being of help. And he will then greet the chauffeur, or wait if he has not arrived.
It does not take long before the chauffeur arrives. He goes, sir, you requested a driver for your vehicle.
Yes. Yes. What is your name?
Adam, sir.
Adam. That's a strong name. I like it. Very biblical. Wonderful. You are gonna be my driver for tonight till I no longer need you. Do you understand?
Of course, sir.
Wonderful. Well, let's be off. I need to go to... I don't remember where they were going. They're probably going to that awful Club Renegade. Yes, probably Club Renegade.
Very well, sir. You watch as he gets into the front of the vehicle. You probably also notice he like pulls out a book from like under the seat and starts like going through it. What is like the equivalent of like the I don't know what it would be called in America, but just the list of addresses in a map book.
Once upon a time, they used to call it the Yellow Pages that I remember.
Yeah, the phone book.
Oh, it's a phone book. Wait, is
Phone-
the Yellow Pages
yeah.
just a phone
Yep.
book?
Yellow Pages and
Yeah,
phone book.
yeah.
The same.
Don't you guys have like a map book? We have one. We call it the Melways. It's just a big fucking map book. Nope, not a thing. All right. He has some equivalent, some way to get around the city that he, to places he's not as aware of. Nonetheless, you get into your vehicle and it begins to drive away. With that, for the rest of you, presumably, you meet up a Club Renegade. Unless, of course, you meet up somewhere completely different.
Oh,
Renegade.
roll
sounds
a
good.
roll a d10, high or low. Here we go.
Oh no! This Gabe just go
let's
to
see
the
if
wrong
Gabe
place.
can find us.
Can Gabe find the orphans?
I'm going
I
to
love
assume
the
Gabe
orphans.
can find you eventually, even if it takes time.
Even if it takes time.
Oh, we play a cat
Let's
and mouse
see.
game.
This episode's just going to be Gabe attempting to track you down by following in the wake of your destruction.
That's right. The bodies. My gosh.
So you all managed to make your way to Club Renegade. Welcomed in as you usually are. None of you are turned away. Where do we see our group? Are you sitting in a booth? Are you just kind of gathered on a dance floor talking? Where do we join in this conversation?
Sage wants to go eat ASAP.
Mm.
We can do that afterwards if that's easier. But Sage is like really hungry. It's a persistent feeling.
Have we been here long enough that we have our own special booth? You know, like Friends?
Oh my god.
They have the couch.
I mean, considering some people have been here for like literally like a decade, probably not.
And we've only been here for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Fuck,
you guys have
damn
been
it.
there for like 3 weeks max.
Fair enough.
But you can find a booth. You don't immediately get kicked out of it.
Perfect. Yeah, I think we just find. I Vega would sit down at a booth with everyone if everyone's sitting at first. How's the sanctuary? How was the sanctuary sleep last night? Good.
As good as any, I guess.
You missed the hotel?
You can see that Sage just looks kind of bruised. There should be some. The shoulder's now relocated, not dislocated, but she's kind of just bruised. Some of the wounds have not healed yet.
Her
Then
ego is the biggest thing, Bruce.
Better.
What happened? Sage, did you finally get into the pit with someone?
No, someone just out of the blue punched me and got into a fight. Okay, she leans in to whisper. Do you remember the doppelganger, the one that you guys talked about? And then I
Yeah.
just apparently she killed one of the ghouls. And that's
Who's cool?
I
Wait, before this continues, what's the safe word though?
Oh yeah.
safe
Yeah,
word.
Sage. Remember, we emailed it to you.
Email.
You have an email?
Coke. I'm pretty sure it's Coke. It's either
Coke.
Coke,
Starting to
pineapple, or
think that
blood.
that would be most
Blood.
suspicious if she got it right.
If you didn't get the email,
Pineapple
who did?
blood.
Oh crap! Oh no.
Why are you
That's
sending?
who we send the email to.
Yeah, I don't have an email.
I don't know. Does Sage have an email?
Is your email not sagedoppelganger at AOL?
Yeah, that's definitely me.
Totally Sage.
Totally Sage
Yeah.
at
Yeah, that's
Hotmail
right.
or something.
HolySales@hotmail.com. That's not you? Oh man.
Why are you sending codes on random emails?
Because it's 1999, man. Like, come on. This is the wave of the future.
I don't use
Me-
email much.
Yeah.
But Yeah, it's
Okay,
just
fine. So
Kirkland.
we got to find the doppelganger. Sage, we got to find the doppelganger. Is that what we're gonna do today?
The goal is to drag them to Vandal. If we can't do it
Yeah.
ourselves. Preferably, I'd like to really just lay it in on her. But seeing as I just got my ass kicked, I'm definitely not the biggest fish in the pond. I'm a very small fish.
Listen, we got your back.
I need you guys' help.
We got blades. We got mind quest. I'll think of something cooler. But that's the only thing that came to my mind right now.
Gabriel, as you're sitting at the table, your phone begins to ring.
He'll answer it.
As you answer your phone, you hear a voice on the other side. This is Lewis Brand. Am I speaking to Gabriel?
The one and only.
You have received an official summons from the prince. You are to come by the Elysium this night. And you are to bring one Sage 1 with you.
It shall be done, sir. No problem.
That he hangs up.
Shit, I forget to ask that question every time. He'll just put his phone back in his pocket. Well, Miss Sage, it looks like we have to go see the prince tonight.
Oh shit. Am I
No,
going to be killed for this? I am assuming they're calling me because the doppelganger did something stupid.
Wait. Is it a crime to kill a ghoul? Like death? It's not like killing a kindred.
And we have made amicable notice of the presence of someone impersonating our dear sage. I would hope that while the king is powerful, that he is also just.
I imagine he just wants a level of understanding, if anything, so I don't think it's anything too extreme, in my opinion.
Sage is
I
looking.
find it
Perhaps he
hard.
just wants a pineapple word of his own for Miss Sage.
I find
Maybe
it hard
he
to believe
does.
that the prince doesn't know what's going on so far.
Oh, he knows. If you don't think the prince doesn't know, he knows.
Yeah, so I'm calling bullshit. I don't know if I want. I don't know if you should go there, Sage. In all honesty, we should find
To
a
so-
doppelganger.
refuse something from the prince?
Not right
well-
this instant. The night is
How-
young.
how-
We have.
Wait, when do we have to be there?
When I went to ask, he'd already hung up, so...
So
Now,
tomorrow,
later.
48 hours. Oh, perfect.
No.
We can assume.
Tonight. Specifically tonight. If you ignore the prince, you spurn the prince, then I would imagine you will see Mr. Tobias at some point.
No, we don't want Toby. He's a cool guy, scary man. Okay.
Okay. I
Well,
need to make a
what if we
decision.
find the doppelganger and bring him with you? That way we can show that there's two. Do you think?
That doppelganger
that.
isn't gonna come with us peacefully.
Yeah, we're gonna beat the shit out of it, and then we're gonna take it to Vandal
Yeah.
like he asked us to, and then we'll have Vandal take it to the fucking prince. Vandal can punch holes in people from a distance. If we have
Yeah,
his back,
holy
and we should
shit.
be good.
I wouldn't take it to Vandal, I would take it to the prince.
Yeah,
I don't
I just-
understand
yeah, I
why
bet.
you would do that.
Because I'm not one of you. Boss said he wants it. Boss is gonna get it.
Well, taking the doppelganger to Vandal doesn't mean that we can't go. That I can't go see the prince. Both of those can be done, actually.
Yeah, we've seen Vandal at the Elysium. We can go with him.
But there's no fighting allowed in Elysium or powers.
Yeah,
That
but
is
if we
correct.
have the primogen, I'm pretty sure that at the very least, the prince is not going to immediately kill you if that is what's planned. I don't, I don't know why you're being so calm about this. This is just red flags
am
everywhere for me.
I'm not calm. I'm actually freaking out inside. I'm just trying to not show it.
I think you jump to conclusions far too easily, in all honesty. The need to
Well,
constantly leapfrog from here to there is highly unnecessary.
So what are
well,
you suggesting?
exactly. Everything was. If you do something wrong, you're dead. So pardon me for jumping to conclusions.
I mean, it would be the same with the Anarchs. If you did something wrong with them, you would be dead as well. What's the difference?
That's why we're not going to do anything wrong by the anarchs.
So you
Uh,
think the prince isn't going to kill me?
Unless you've
I
done
don't think he
anything
is.
wrong, I don't see any reason for him to.
I think, as much as I don't like this, I'm gonna go see the prince first. Especially if he has more information on where the doppelganger is, because I don't know where to start. Look for someone that looks like me.
If the prince knew where it
Yeah.
was, he would have had it.
That's true.
We could probably go there as a start to get more information.
What about the rest of us? Are we supposed to go with you, or is just a summon for?
I think you should go with me. Don't make me
Yeah.
go alone, guys. I
No,
actually
no, we got you back.
Even if we were to go to collective, if he just wants to see Sage, you will all be dismissed from the meeting. You are not necessary for the meeting if you are not requested.
damn.
Politely, of course.
I don't like this.
Wait on the other side.
I also don't like this.
If anything, I'm gonna go see if I can at least talk to someone that might have known the ghoul. See if I can catch it, something, any information.
Hmm.
Only we
Maybe-
knew where the ghoul lived.
Maybe find the individual that was the aggressor to, I would imagine,
Find them, then bring them before the prince.
yes, that or speak to the individual who had the ghoul. I mean, what are they? An anarch, I guess?
They're probably gonna try kill me again. Well, that's if that guy has healed up from that literal hole across his body. If he's still up.
Yeah, it was pretty sick.
Alright.
Well,
Actually,
maybe
you know
if you
what?
speak to Mr. Vandal, he may know where he lives as well. I mean, he does run your organization, does he?
Yes, but why are we trying to find that guy?
Clues.
Clues.
Yeah, we want to
Look
go
at
see
anything.
where.
How are you to investigate something if you don't have a starting point?
Alright. Just need to make sure he doesn't fucking kill me.
Yeah.
Alright, you know what? Go to the prince after I deal with it.
Cool.
Just
We got your back. We got your back.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Everything's gonna be
Let's do this.
just fine. Come
Okay.
on,
So where do we
Hermanita.
start? We need to find, what was the vampire's name again? What's the kindred's name?
Diesel.
Diesel. And
At least
I'm
it says Monica.
the one doing the talking, in case he just rages at me again. But before that,
I don't-
Sage would like to go look for food. So we do that.
Alright. So he's gonna go hunting. Is anyone else doing anything else in the meantime?
I need to do hunting so bad.
I'll go have a snack.
Alright. Why don't you guys make me an appropriate hunting roll? For you, Sage, from what you usually do, why don't you make me a it's going to be a charisma and performance.
Yeah.
Standard difficulty.
Charisma.
For you, Carlos, do you have any particular way you're going about hunting?
Is
I'm
is
gonna
there
do
wind
some.
penalty? I
Yep.
think there
Still
would
a wound
be, yeah,
penalty.
wind.
I'm
Well,
gonna. Sorry, go ahead.
2 dice. It
Two
works.
seconds. Go ahead, Carlos.
I was gonna say that I'm gonna think back on Cass's letter, and I'm gonna purposely look for someone that hasn't had any of the things that I'm addicted to.
Okay then. In that case, why don't you make me a perception and alertness roll? It's standard diff.
How much blood do I get back?
With
2
that,
d6.
you can get 2 points of blood back.
Can I use Herd? It's been a while since I touched it.
You can use your hood.
Where is it? Backgrounds? Has it been a week since I last used it? Because it resets on Saturday.
I'm gonna say yes.
Alright. There are... Sorry, I have 7. Okay. I'm gonna take 3 from Herd,
Alright.
which will bring it down
0
to...
successes. Carlos, I'm gonna say you try and find what you're looking for, but you just don't. In this setting, everyone's drunk or high or both. It's not a good place for you to feed at the moment.
I'm not hungry, so I think I'll abstain then.
I'm gonna spend
For
3 points of
now.
blood to heal up the free lethal that's on my sheet.
Alright.
So I went to 10, I'll be back down to 7.
Anyone else?
You know what? Vega's pretty full. He's okay.
I think Gabe is pretty good.
Bo is full as well. However, I guess I would like to plot point canonize. He would. I want him to have been spending some time, perhaps filling up a little black book, of some potential candidates that he might enjoy later on down the road. So I would say that you notice him often with the mortal, attractive young men. But that's it. Not feeding.
I will also note, you no longer have your feeding restriction, so you can feed on any blood you desire. But you can choose to keep a specific taste.
I guess the mindset for this a little more is that, perhaps he might ghoul them and keep them around as personal servants, sort of things, where he can feed on them at will and or other things.
Makes sense. Alright then. I think with that, you all managed to coalesce together after doing your respective tasks. Where is it you guys would like to go next for the night? Do you split up? Do you stay together as a group? What's the plan, gang?
Stay together, considering the doppelganger's active. First thing is first is get information. So find these all, investigate. Sage does not want to be the one talking that much because considering what happened yesterday night. What about everyone else?
Yeah. Vega's going to help you and do any talking you want him to do. In fact, he's got your back. He feels a little bit guilty for not picking Anarch, so he's definitely got your back.
He actually feels guilty. Oh, that's really funny. Thanks, Vega. Okay.
No problem.
Gabe, do you have any resources you can leverage? Because doppelganger of me running around killing people is bad.
Let me reach out to somebody. And he will go over to like a payphone, not wanting to use his phone, and reach out to one of his. Let's see, 1 second here. Where's my sheet? There it is. He's going to reach out to somebody he knows. It's an underworld contact. He just doesn't know his name. He just talks to him whenever.
All right.
He has some questions since it's more of a seedy situation.
Sure thing. Do you meet him in person, or do you just talk to him over the phone?
Over the phone. We only meet in person if it's something he feels is pressing.
In that case, you hear a distorted voice over the phone. Yes.
I was wondering if you have heard of any sort of doppelganger and or individual that copies the visage of another.
A moment. And just check, this is a mortal contact, right?
Could be mortal, supernatural, whatever flavor you want to spin on it.
Roll me a d10. Tell me high or low.
Oh man, roll a d10, then high or low. Let's go high, baby.
Need to get rid of the slash.
Oh, whoops.
Slash R. Slash R?
What?
Slash R 1d10.
1d10. Oh well.
Ooh.
The dice
Low.
said low.
Kind of pauses for a moment and goes, nothing like that on file. If you have a description, that might do me better than a vague assurance.
He'll just describe what Sage looked like. It's like
So, I have something.
What do we have?
Records. Witnesses speaking of a girl attacking people in the streets.
Any particular vicinity, area, localized? Or is it random?
Doesn't seem to be a pattern that I can see. One moment. Huh. Each attack is followed up by one even more brutal. However, each of the brutal attacks seem to be only happening once in each district. They don't seem to double up. There's only one district left.
Ooh.
One district left.
The old factory district. You would know this as Anarch territory.
Ah, of course, yes. All right, factory district, got it. Anything specific on
Hold on.
how?
There's another. Business district. That you would know is the most highly fortified part of the Camarilla area. In fact, it's the prince's private domain.
Shit.
Those are the only two I can find.
Seems we got ourselves quite a bit of a pickle. All right, I will forward you some funds in 2-3 hours. If it takes longer, give me a call.
Will do. Thank you for your business.
Always. He will hang up and return to the group. Well, I have good news and also bad news. The good
What is
news
it?
is that every district in the city so far has only had one murder, each individual one more violent than the last, and as such, there are 2 remaining districts. One being the factory district, which is respectively to the Anarchs. The other is being that of the business district, which is the prince's private domain, which is clearly the Camarilla.
Oh, it's a coin flip.
Unless we split up.
Double your chances.
No.
How far away are they from each other?
They're on like opposite
Stop.
ends of the city, pretty far away.
Quite far.
Is there any way to bait them out before they do the attack? Because I know if any of those attacks go through, I'm screwed. I'm done for. I am really done for.
You need some healing or something?
No,
Like you
I
gotta-
mean, look, if you have someone that looks like me causing trouble in the prince's domain or in Vandal's domain, that's not good. Like, I might be hunted down or killed.
And sometimes the easier solution for the primogen might be to just eliminate the one that is being copied, ergo making the duplication worthless. Is at least Sage's fear.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, much better said.
Well put.
If
Yes. Eliminate the copied, and then they must recopy themselves.
So what if we bring this, of course, to the prince, and we bring this to Vandal, and we say, this is what we found. Potentially, they could be attacking. We need to set up like a trap. ¿Entiende?
I can definitely let Vandal know.
And we can let the prince know. It looks like we got the 2 teams. Team
I could
Cool
try.
and Team...
I could try and speak
Go
to
ahead.
either the sheriff or the archon of the city and see how would be best to go about it.
Oh, yeah.
Plus,
But
they
we must make haste, sadly. Dawdling will get us nothing, and then Miss Sage's existence will be in further peril than it already is.
Funny there was a way that we can tell where they'll strike next. We have those 2 locations. Okay. So if we were to split up, how?
I would say having the respective individuals who are aligned with those of their sect is probably best. You 2 could go to the factory district, and we could go to the business district itself. I think it would be quite damning if Carlos and you show up in the business district when you are more than likely being watched this very moment.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the sanctuary to tell Vandal. He hopefully doesn't throw me through a wall. He got really close to last time. But at least we need them to prepare to catch them.
Yeah.
We got this. We got this.
You got Carlos with you. Carlos! With the finger blades. You're fine. It's gonna be good.
I also need to change up my appearance. So you know it's not me. You remember that disguise I wore early on, the one using what was that kindred's name? The one of the one that was very like alternative rock. I forgot the name.
Oh yeah.
Like Nyx? Was it Nyx? It may have been Nyx. Storyteller.
Veil.
Veil? It was probably
Veil.
Veil.
It'd
It
be
was
Veil.
Veil.
Next-
Veil was a Toreador.
next-
Nyx
the
is
cat
the one
lady.
with the cat. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be
Nyx is a
Veil.
gangrel. Yeah.
Not Nyx. Take some of Veil's clothes, change into that, so at least you know the outfit's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect.
And maybe spray my hair pink or something. Just anything to differentiate me. Don't want to be in a situation where we have two of me and you guys have no idea who to strike.
Spray painted
Oh.
hair. It's very anarch. I like it.
Do we know how these things work? How these doppelgangers work? Can that individual not just change to any of other one of us?
That's a good point.
That's why you have your safe word, right?
And well, certainly they could, but they seem to have a infatuation, or rather an affinity, to use our beloved sage as their disguise of choice.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know why they'd want to do that. Oh, I'd love to sink my fist into her face. Be awkward
I
to punch myself,
understand.
but fuck. Why?
I understand why they've chosen Miss Sage, because sorry to say it, but she's the most capable of doing this if she chose to do so. Nothing against Mr. Carlos, Mr. Vega, Mr. Beauregard, but witnessing firsthand the level of violence and prowess Miss Sage has, it's not hard to assume the why they would choose.
I guess.
Wait, I had a crazy thought.
Yeah?
Sage,
Not
You
Vega
know,
was
you're-
a crazy thought.
hey, quiet back there. this time it's like crazy smart, okay?
We'll see. We'll see.
But you know how the hat guy, remember he was like messing with my mind, making me like see clowns and stuff. You remember that? Yeah, he was
Yep.
my sire. He was my sire.
Oh.
So what if the person who's messing with you is unless you already met your sire, you didn't tell us.
I know, I don't know who my sire is.
That is a brilliant deduction, Vega.
Thank you.
I can't tell if Bo is being sarcastic or not. Are you
No,
being
I
sarcastic?
am genuinely impressed. I
Yeah.
I agree.
That
logic
is kind of
tracks.
impressive. Yeah.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank
my
you.
sire is an asshole.
Oh yeah, they all
It
are.
seems it's a common trait they share.
Well, I guess that brings me more questions then.
Yeah,
One
but
thing
also
I've been
a pathway to
wondering-
answers.
One thing I've been wondering since I became this was, why me? It's no use to dwell in the past. Alright, let's go. We need to get those two places prepared for an attack. Ideally, we can
Great.
stop them before they start. We need to find them.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I believe myself, Mr. Beauregard, and Vega will go to Elysium and see if we can get an audience with the Prince or the Archon. The Sheriff or the Archon, and see if there's a way to draw this individual out, if they have any sort of tactic that would be of use. Unless Mr. Vega or Mr. Beauregard has an idea off the top of their head.
No, and I think at the very least a little plea for immunity for the real sage will be given as well while we are in front of such an audience, if granted.
And maybe we can make a safe word with the sheriff, just in case. But that better come from you, Gabe, because last time I gave a brilliant idea, she said it was dumb. So you say to the sheriff that we need a safe word, and I'm sure she'll listen to you. So it's all good.
Yes. That sounds wonderful.
Perfect. Let's go then.
Good luck on your findings. Hopefully they are fruitful.
If you find the doppelganger, give me a call. And likewise to you guys. Actually, did they all have phones?
I got a phone, yeah.
Yeah.
And I got an email. What's your email? Because I better delete the one I have on my contacts.
Oh my god.
Totally Sage is not you. Okay.
Totally Sage is not me. Sage have an email. Would Sage be using an email? I don't think high school, like, do you need to use emails in the early 2000s? I don't know. Probably not.
Pre-2000.
Pre-2000.
When that was all ablaze in the U.S., the .com bubble stuff, all the schools had their own email addresses. So if you were a student, you would make it an email address at your school. So if I went to West Hills, it would be cleansing or c.rain@westhills.edu.
You know what? Fine. I'll just give you my school email then. Because you've been asking this. So you don't accept any other weird email. Just quickly. Do you have paper? Oh, she just says it
Just
out.
put it in my... Oh yeah, perfect.
Out loud. I'll make it up properly later. So it'd probably be like Sage's last name, some numbers, and an at like a school domain.
Yeah.
Nice. Even though we got text, now we can email. This is perfect.
I don't see why this would be more useful. But it stops you from just being delusional with accepting and sending emails out. Alright, let's get going. Just get going.
All right. We take 2 vehicles, obviously.
But of course.
Also to note for Sage, your school's name is Oakwood Hall Academy.
Oh, Oakwood Hall.
It's a private school.
Fun.
So it's probably something like oakhallac.com or something.
Yeah.
Nice. oakhallac.com.
Let's say
Or
they
I'd
were
say probably
super
.edu
clever,
or
and
something.
it's their tree mail
.edu.
address.
Email. But yes, alright then. So, who is driving vehicle 1 with the Camarilla squad? And who's driving vehicle 2 with the Anarch squad?
We already have
Can
a
either
driver
you...
for the Camarilla.
That's
team,
true.
So
Camarilla has a driver.
Yes.
You guys don't have a driver.
No, we're either hailing a taxi or walking because I can't drive.
Damn.
Oh, now I feel guilty. Maybe I should drive you guys. Oh my gosh, even more guilt.
No. How far away is... Wait, are we still at Renegade? Are we still at Renegade? Club Renegade.
Yeah, you guys would still be at Renegade.
And how close is the Sanctuary from Renegade? Or the warehouse district, specifically?
Not too far. It's like,
Oh.
Renegade is just on the outskirts of it.
As much as I would love to go before the prince, I I will be available to drive if we absolutely need a driver.
Considering how close we are to the warehouse district, I think we'll be okay. We said it was close, right? I just had a call come in, so I
Yeah,
didn't really
it's
hear
not too
that.
far. It's
Yeah.
not too far.
We can run.
We could surely walk. There's no need to run.
I think I prefer to be fast.
Would you prefer me to expedite the situation by hailing you a cab or having someone to pick you up?
I
It
think it'll
should
be
be good.
fine. So it's pretty close, and I can move pretty fast.
Fair enough.
Just need to make sure I don't get noticed.
Oh, are y'all gonna run like ninja down the streets? Both of y'all with celerity, just.
The
How
celebrity.
fast can you run without
Naruto
breaking the
run.
masquerade?
Yeah,
That would be
that's the
sick.
problem.
That would be sick, but I'm
Naruto
not
run
gonna
it.
do that.
Now, like, we can probably just walk.
Yeah, we'll just walk.
It's really y'all both just made eye contact in character, and we're like, we're gonna run, and
Yeah.
no, we'll walk. And we'll get
You're
you
like,
home.
We'll
No, no,
walk.
no.
you guys
No
blink and
way.
we just disappear. Like, bing.
Whoa, whoa.
Zoom.
All right. All right, we drive. Let's go. Elysium. Here we come.
All right. With that, you guys begin making your way to the Elysium. We'll start off with the Elysium group, as you eventually make your way over to the prestigious and glorious Black Swan Theatre, in which you are welcomed inside. As you step into the main area, you can see that there actually is a number of people that are gathered here tonight. Many of them faces you don't recognize, but a couple of them you do. You notice something that is quite odd for the evening and not unusually unexpected. The Tremere Primogen, Adrian Carr, is here.
Here we come.
The other is the Malkavian Primogen, Dr. Wallace Keene, who seems to be sitting by himself. Other than that, no one else of note. Oh, except for, of course, Lucille is here. As it is her business, as is Isabel Duquesne, the keeper of the Elysium. And they're off taking care of whatever business they have for the night.
The big wigs are here, eh? Gabe, do we need to talk to anyone? Or just the sheriff?
I would like to make a. Could you wait here for a moment while I just approach a certain individual I usually don't approach, just to ask a question if we could talk later, because I think it would be beneficial for us. So just one moment. And he will approach the Malkavian Primogen as he is sitting by himself as lonesome.
See as he kind of sits there. He has like a sketchbook in hand, but it is currently closed. Or not a sketchbook, sorry. What looks to be like a notebook. And he kind of has a pen that's tucked into it. He kind of watches as he scans the rune, and then his eyes fall on you as you begin to make your way over towards him.
As he approaches, he will respectfully ask, "Do you mind if I sit down?" What's his name again?
Dr. Wallace Keene.
Doctor, do you mind if I sit next to you, sir?
Not at all. Please, take a seat.
So I was going to ask the sheriff or the Archon for something, but I feel like you would be a mind that would be interesting to ask this question. If you don't mind picking it, sir.
Very well. It is not often I am approached by those not of my clan.
I would say that is a shame, since your clan are usually the ones that see far beyond what anyone else can see.
Well, it is unfortunate that others cannot see what is right in front of them. But you had a question.
Yes, I'm sorry, I did not mean to delay that. I'm having an issue of, let's just call this individual a doppelganger of a coterie member of mine that I'm leading. And the thing is I know of nothing that's capable of copying someone besides something we clearly haven't seen in the city for 40 some odd years, maybe longer.
You are insinuating that this could be one of the fiends.
I am not insinuating they are one of the fiends. I'm just saying I know nothing of anything in particular that can take the visage of another by obviously the means that they do. I would never insinuate and try to imply there is a fiendish problem within the city. I'm just saying,
Good, because
if
the
it's
princess said that there is no presence of the Sabbat.
yes, you are correct. I'm just wondering if you know of anything in your wisdom that is capable of doing something similar.
There are many reasons these such situations can happen. There are those who supposedly have the ability to cloud the minds of others, to appear as someone else. But even then, such things are limited. There's always the possibility that one is deluding themselves into thinking that there is some sort of doppelganger about when they themselves have some sort of condition, whether it be a blacking out in stressful moments, or simply another protective personality that exists within them, usually born of some trauma or stress. The other option is quite simple. Someone simply has a similar guise. It is not uncommon for people to have what they call doppelgangers, and they are in fact just people that look similar, alike. Perhaps I could do a further study if you brought one of the individuals to me, or rather to my asylum.
That would not be a bad idea, sir. I will have to ask them about such a request. But I think you have opened my eyes a bit more to the problem in front of me. I didn't think about any sort of something trauma related, or another personality within another that takes over when you black out. Fascinating.
It is. I have met many of our kind. He says that with a healthy amount of skepticism, that have suffered from such conditions. Most of them are those who are associated with my clan.
Hmm.
But I seek to help those conditions when they appear. After all, I am a doctor. 'Tis my responsibility to help those in need.
Of course. Yes. Thank you very much, Doctor. I feel like you've given me another form of clarity here that I didn't have before. I feel like approaching you with this was one of the better decisions I've made tonight. Probably will.
Of course. Should you ever wish to discuss things further, feel free to book an appointment at Sunny Hall. We are always willing to aid those in finding themselves and finding peace with their concurrent conditions, be they mental or physical.
Thank you for the invitation, Doctor. And
He nods.
he will stand and slowly make his way back to the other two.
Vega will whisper to Bo and say, "Did you hear all of that?"
All I could hear was Cassandra telling us to never go visit the Malkavian doctor's laboratory or asylum, and once he said that word, that is unfortunately all I could think of.
Fair, fair. Oh, hey, Gabe.
Well, I suppose it's off to the. Who's in the hall again besides the ones mentioned?
Tio. Oh, never mind.
No one else of particular note, other than those that I've named. The Harpy, the Keeper, Tremere Primogen, Malkavian Primogen, and just a number of other no-name kindred that exist within the city.
But not the sheriff or the archon, by chance.
Not that you can see.
Would they
Also, I
have
think
like
you
their
mean
own?
Scourge. There is no Archon within the city at the moment.
Oh, yes, yes.
You would know at this point, entering a back door or out a back door into the scene is the Seneschal, who seems to be scanning the Elysium.
Hmm.
He would eventually eyes fall upon you as he would approach you. Mr. Newsom.
Yes,
He then
what
looks
can I do for you?
around. I notice the Bruja is not with you.
I will bring the Bruja in a little later. She wanted to square something away before she makes it in, but she will be here, I guarantee you, sir.
I see. One moment. He turns around and goes back through the door he went through.
Ooh, is that a good thing, Gabe?
We're about to find out, Mr. Vega.
Oh.
We cut to the other group. Carlos and Sage, as you are walking your way down the road, making your way towards the Anarch territory. At which point, something happens. Sage.
Jesus.
It is immediate as you're walking along. You need to go see the prince immediately. Now. You don't have time to wait. You don't have time to hold
I
back
see.
at all. You must see the prince and you must do it now. Carlos, you watch as Sage stops in her tracks immediately.
And begins pacing back. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. How does so it just so does it's like an immediate order.
It's
Am
an
I still
immediate.
technically in control of what I say and
Yeah,
tech?
you're in control of what you say, but you just know you have to be there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to.
Okay, I see.
There is no other option.
So you just see Sage just suddenly turn around.
What? What are you? It's this way. Where are you going?
I have to go see the prince. Don't know why, but it's the only option.
What? That wasn't the plan. The plan was to go
It's-
back.
Well, plans changed.
I-
Jesus, 6 successes.
I'm gonna go tell Vandal. You do you, I guess.
Alright. Thanks, Carlos. Quickly, try and make the way, probably catch taxi, do, like, whatever's
Alright.
fastest, I'm not really sure.
You catch a vehicle to speed things up.
Yeah.
Carlos, we watch as and follow as your long journey before eventually you arrive at Sanctuary.
Yeah. I'll make my way to Vandal's office.
All right. You see there's actually a different person standing guard at Vandal's office. This one is a much skinnier, much shorter looking man. But he has like this kind of weird, wild, almost bug-eyed look about him.
I'm like, hey, what's up, Carlos? We probably met at some point. Listen, Vandal around?
Yeah, he's in the office.
Mind if I go through? She's not busy, right?
Turns around to the door. Opens it up.
I'll step through.
Step through to find Vandal sitting on his now even more bruised and beat up desk, smoking a cigarette. As he kind of looks
Yo,
at him and goes,
Vandal.
"Fuck do you want?"
Right, straight to the point. Hey, listen. Apparently the prince wants to see Sage, and I was walking over here with her right now, and she just about faced and went over there. I thought we were gonna go get that doppelganger, but we were gonna come over here and ask if you knew anything about that, like where it happened. But I think Sage going to the prince might be a little bit more pressing.
Drops a cigarette in the ground, steps on it, moves over to you. And you let her go.
Well, if you knew her, you kind of can't force her to do anything. She'll just punch you and you just keep moving.
He smiles. And do you know me?
Yeah, well, some of you, I think, and you know what? Mad respect for you, dog.
So let me get this straight. Sage left to go see the prince on her own. And you did nothing about it.
I came over here and told you.
Did you now?
Yes.
We cut to the outside of the wall. As Carlos goes crashing through it. Landing on the ground. Carlos, you just got kicked in the chest by a freight train. Flying backwards. You see people like turn as you literally go crumbling through a brick wall. I need you to make a... this is gonna be a soak roll. So roll soak. Against lethal.
Just rolling. What's the difficulty? Question mark.
Standard difficulty.
Uh,
3 successes. You only take 1 point of lethal, as he kicks you with what is the equivalent that would crush, like, turn your ribcage to dust.
ow.
Roll me a self-control roll. Difficulty of 5.
Oh god. Where is self-control?
Is part of virtues. So roll willpower, path, virtues.
Oh, there we go. Boop, boop.
Alright, success. You don't fly into a frenzy. As you look up through the broken wall that you've been kicked through as you're now on the ground, you see Vandal standing there, his hands on each of the thing as you watch his hands, like, dig into the stone as he just goes, "Then find her!"
Fuck. What is it with you? Just use your words next time, man. I'll just fucking head out.
As you walk out, you see the bug-eyed man kind of looks at you with a smile and go, "Did you have a good meeting?"
Just fuck you too.
With that, you make your way out of the sanctuary. What would you like to do next?
I'm gonna go see, like, take a taxi or something. Go to the. I don't know.
The
Did I
Elysium?
see her get on a taxi?
I'd say yes. We'll say you did.
I thought I'll just go to the Elysium.
Alright then. With that, we return back to the Elysium. You all have been waiting around for like roughly 20 minutes. Before eventually, you see Sage appear, rushing through the Elysium.
Just still rush through.
Yeah, you just...
Yeah, so it's still the same pool, right? Yeah, and honestly, I don't think she would actually say hello, goodbye. Just go.
Whoa, Sage!
Just go.
Sage!
Just pacing.
Sure.
I need to see the
follow.
prince. It's kind of it's rude.
Oh, what's up with her?
Gabe would just break into a brisk walk behind her as she goes to see the prince.
Zoom.
Yeah. Wait up! Wait up! That's all you'll hear from Vega. Wait.
She's not
I
waiting.
would say,
Not
it's at this
waiting.
point you would also see, not far behind, kind of running into the Elysium, Carlos.
Poor
Yeah.
It's
guy.
like dusting off my hoodie, pointing
Your
at
hoodie
Sage,
should
like,
be
"Turn
so
on."
messed up after that.
Is there like a big
Oh,
boot print right there?
Yeah, just trying to. It's just imprinted in my hoodie right now, but I'm just trying to like pat it off.
It's imprinted on the hoodie.
In fact, because Vandal's boots are spiked. So you have like these like
Oh.
little holes in your clothing.
Oh no. So,
God,
so you
that was
have
my
a
second favorite hoodie.
What? How you doing there, bud?
Not good. We need to stop. Well, I need to stop. What the hell's going on, Sage? And he's like right behind me.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, forget it.
do you like try to just like hold her back? Specifically? But she's not stopping.
I don't say. I mean, if he tries to grab it, it'll probably be like her wrist or something. He wouldn't like bear hug her or anything.
Bear hug.
It would be like,
So-
it would be kind of like, you know, when you're like mad at your like little sibling and you just grab him by the wrist to try to move him away.
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
Mm,
Like, Sage, despite having a lot of strength and speed, still pretty light, actually. It's very easy to just
Uh,
nab it, but also.
Carlos,
is-
would you use celerity to attempt to catch up to Sage in the Elysium?
No.
Smart. All right.
Ooh, that was a trap.
It was.
Trap and a half.
I'll say, Carlos, unfortunately, like Sage had a bit more of a head start, so she kind of makes her way through the hallway that leads to wherever it is she's going, as you end up running, chasing behind her. Eventually,
I
it
think
reaches
mainly
the
be
point.
doing brisk walk. I
Yeah.
don't think it'd be running yet.
Okay. In that case, Carlos, you're able to catch up to Sage just as Sage is about to enter through the door where you last had your meeting with the prince.
And on the
It'll be.
knob for that too.
Alright,
What does this
let's
pull
check.
means like you have to like how would it make you forego just do everything as fast as you can? Or is it just
Yeah.
mainly
No
It makes you
obstacle
do it.
is in your way. Or rather, any obstacle in your way, you need to get past. No matter what it is. You have a place you need to be. In fact, I can read you out exactly what the description is.
Yeah, that'd be helpful so I can get a better idea.
Here we go.
Summon. I've been
The
summoned.
subject rushes to the vampire, doing anything to get to them.
So it's just ignored. I think Sage will just ignore like so you see how like you're holding back, right? But Sage will just kind of try to just yank her arm and then use that arm to just go through the door. Do you try anything else? Still stop by a door. About to be open.
I think this being in the Elysium, I don't think he would just like outright try to like force her to stop. I'd say he'd go something like, Vandal is super pissed. He wants to see you now, kind of like, but he doesn't know what's going on in her head. So yeah, that's what he
Okay.
says. And if she
I'll see him after
goes
this.
in, I guess I'll just kind of like follow her, but not. I'll probably stop at the threshold. I probably won't go into the room.
Who steps
if I-
into the room?
Gabe will step into
I don't
the
want to
room.
be alone.
He would have been right behind her the whole time.
I don't want to be alone.
Vega 2, Vega. Of course.
Alright, Vegas steps into the room. Beauregard, step into the room. Carlos, you see everyone but yourself step into the room. What do you do?
I guess I'll like take a step in and like to the side. I mean,
Alright.
behind everyone else.
Okay. With that, you all step into the room to see the prince sitting where he normally is, but no longer is he lounging. He is sitting up straight, a posture of royalty, as his eyes fall upon Sage, who now stands before him. To his side, standing, is the seneschal, as usual. In the corner of the room is the sheriff.
Oh. Sage finds herself just face to face with the prince, even though the dude is sitting. Somehow he just still feels way taller than he should
yes.
be at aura farming. And is the effect gone after you
It
reach the
fades.
location?
Yeah.
It fades. And only then she comes to her senses and just realizes. She doesn't say this out loud, but she's kind of a bit like taken aback, stunned. Like,
We watch as the sheriff moves over to the door, closing it and standing between the doorway and you all. You are now trapped in this room, with no way out. At which point, we're going to take a quick break.
that is
We'll
such
take
a
a 5-minute
criminal
break.
cliffhanger.
And then we'll be back with the meeting with the prince.
So criminal.
I'll say absolutely, you guys are having more meetings with the prince than most Kindred do in their entire lifetime. So, lucky you guys.
We're
Yay!
celebrities.
We're special.
Celebrity.
We're special little orphans.
All right, we're gonna
So
take a
cool.
5-minute break, and then we'll be back.
Oh god.
Until then, stick around. We'll see you very soon. And we're back! We return where we last left off with the intense meeting with the prince. You all facing down the undisputed ruler of the city of New Angleham. As he sits back straight, eyes focused. Well, before he looks like a marble statue, now he looks like he could be made of steel. Stage 1 of Clan Bruja. You stand accused of attempting to break the Masquerade through acts of depraved violence and assault.
He's actually wondering
Speak.
if you can speak. There we go. That wasn't me! It's that damned doppelganger. I was just about to deal with it today.
I see. And you have proof that it was indeed this doppelganger that did these horrific acts.
So, when the doppelganger infiltrated this group, I was in the sanctuary. People there can vouch for me. I was there. People saw me there. While there was a doppelganger in this group, there's there's two different people.
He looks to the others. Do any of you speak up?
If the prince looks and feels
He
appropriate to speak, Vega will say, Your Highness, it is true. We were here speaking to the sheriff, and unfortunately the sage that was with us was one that was not the true sage. And then escaped, and we found the real sage back at Sanctuary. Can't explain it. We were hunting for them since, but to no avail. We just sort of, it's out of our, give us a chance to prove, give us a chance to find her. I know we can do it.
For what reason, as he turns his attention back to you, Sage, would a doppelganger have to take on your visage to commit these horrific acts against the Masquerade?
Maybe
And be very
because-
careful with your words.
What reason will they have to take me? If I were to take a guess, it's because it's easier. You know, we are new kindred. Orphans. We don't have a sire. I think it's easiest to take the visage of someone like me. That's what I think, at least, my guess.
Johannes, if I may, we have only been kindred for but a couple months now, and that has made our unusual origin has created both notoriety and speculation among all of those gathered here. And I present, Your Grace, that exact notoriety is what could compel someone to impersonate one of us for these actions, because we, unfortunately, for no doing of our own, have achieved a status of irregularity that calls for attention. And I plead that this sage that stands before you has committed no breaches of the Masquerades ever in the witness of myself or our company, for whatever my weight carries. I guess he'll kind of sit back down.
Explain to me, as he turns his attention back to you, Sage, why once you had received notification that the prince wished to speak with you, that you did not come to me immediately. For what reason do you claim this delay?
I wanted to see if I could hunt down this doppelganger and, well, present her to you, because I can tell what this meeting was going to be about. I just wanted to see if I can solve this issue so it would cause you less trouble.
And for that you would ignore the express will of your prince.
Let's see. I'll say, like, Sage doesn't really know what to say against that. She's not exactly the most language gifted kind of person. It's just, I'm just trying to do my best. She just looks kind of down, guiltily, like kind of like a, you know, when you what's the word? When you berate like a kid. It's like that.
If I may be so bold to speak, Your Highness.
His eyes turn to you. You may speak, Mr. Newsom.
I think Miss Sage's intent to a degree is admirable. Yes, defying your will to arrive promptly is foolhardy and foolish. But I can commend the want to bring the wrongdoer to justice. Maybe fear was also in that, because who knows? I don't think how Sage thinks, but I will assume maybe fear was in that process of thinking. But I will say on behalf of myself and the rest of the group here that I have observed, she has neither exhibited any form of want or need to break the masquerade in a gleeful or unnecessary manner. And I think this is just being presumptuous, Your Highness. We may have some sort of anarchist on our hands who wishes to upset the established order we have curated. And Miss Sage, in all fairness, is being disrespected by an individual who has taken her visage and committed acts while under the same visage as herself. If someone did that with my looks, my demeanor, I too would like to bring them to justice right before you and have them be persecuted personally.
Mr. Newsom, you would stake your own reputation, your own status on the life of this caitiff Bruja.
I'm merely just giving my observation, Your Highness. That's all I have before you, laid bare.
I see. Miss Wong.
Yes.
I have decided I will be lenient. You have a week to track down this so-called doppelganger and bring them into the courts. Should you fail to do so within that week, you will face destruction. Should you run or leave the city without permission of the sheriff or thine elders, you will face destruction. If I so much as hear a peep of something that speaks against your current claim, proves you as one who has lied to your prince, you will face destruction. Am I clear?
Yes, Prince.
1 week. And note this. This is not something that Vandal can protect you from. My word is absolute. Good. Mr. Newsom. I
Yes,
did
your
wish to
liege.
inform you that you are officially freed from your duties in education of these caitiff. You have done well. However, I do have another request of you.
Whatever's asked, I shall do, sire.
To the rest of you, leave.
Sage will
Thank you,
briskly
Your Grace.
walk out.
As you do, Sage, you turn around and you see the scarred face of the Scourge
What?
standing behind you.
Gets actually just freaked out. Like, this.
The lucky little one.
Ugh.
Seems you won't have to see me again. You know,
See, we'll
unless
see.
of course you fail. He steps out of the
I
way,
won't.
lets you go by.
She's just going to quickly just ducks out.
Did we all see the Scourge?
Yes, you all did. He just suddenly
we all did.
appeared behind Sage.
Get my head knocked off.
Come on, Sage. Come on, Sage.
Yeah, she just quickly, briskly walks out.
And with that, you hear the Scourge say, 1 week! You heard the prince. 1 week. And then I'm on
I
my
won't fail.
leash." He smiles.
I won't fail.
And then he just turns around and the smile disappears. As you leave, Gabrielle, you are left alone in this room with the prince, the sheriff, the Scourge, and the seneschal. As the door closes behind you, the prince stands. You have done our clan proud, Gabe. For that reason, you will be rewarded. However, there is another issue that plagues this city. Perhaps you have noticed an uptick in antagonistic relationship between the Camarilla and the so-called Anarchs. I have reason to suspect that the Bruja Permission is planning something. As to what, I cannot say. But I wish for you to investigate. Your investigation will be twofold. Investigate the possibility of an Anarch threat. A revolution like one that happened on the western coast. Second, investigate the identity of the sires of the caitiff. You will be supplied with information by the one who has been leading the investigation. With that, you see Tobias step next to you with a smile. I have plenty to share.
I accept the charge given before me, and will do as necessary.
Mr. Newsom, this is of the utmost importance. If you succeed, I will see that your debt to this city is officially cleared. You'll be free to pursue your businesses elsewhere should you desire. This will be the last thing I officially ask of you as Prince.
Shall be done, Your Highness.
Good. You are free to go.
Before I leave, may I make one small request, Your Liege?
You may make a request, but it will be my decision to grant it.
An anarch decided to disrespect me and my property, and I wish to give retribution in that regard. So much so that I would like your permission to kill this individual. However I would see fit, obviously, discreetly.
With that, you watch as the sheriff begins to step forward and go, Your Majesty, this is ridiculous. The traditions say, and the prince raises his hand. Our traditions have been as they are for millennia. They are there to protect us from our own internal destruction of our society. Thus, if you are caught breaking my laws, you will be punished. However, I do not concern myself that much with the lives of such lowly anarchs. I leave it in your hands.
A smile comes upon his face. Duly noted, sir, and thank you very much.
He nods.
Come now, Tobias. I believe we have some things to discuss.
Indeed we do. However, I would recommend you make peace with your little caitiff friends. Our business is going to take us quite some time.
Of course, we can meet shortly thereafter or the next night, whatever you prefer. So you let me know and I will get right back to you immediately.
I'll find you. I always do.
No doubt in my mind, sir.
He steps around, making his way into the hallway. To you guys outside, you watch the door open, and nobody stepped through.
Wind?
Eventually, Gabe making his way through afterwards.
Well, it seems our time has come to an end.
Abe,
You're leaving?
I am in an official capacity done. I will most definitely be around, but I must go, sadly. I'm being assigned with something different to do within the city.
Okay. We'll be back on our own again, I guess.
It'll be fine.
Back. You'll be on your own, but you won't be alone. Just remember, you're always being watched, whether it's... well, you know who. But I will say, it is a little bittersweet for me since I grew somewhat attached to a degree, believe it or not.
We tend to have an effect on people, apparently.
If I may,
Gabe, go ahead.
I would like to give some parting advice to each and every single one of you. Mr. Vega, remember what we spoke about in the elevator, in the car ride?
Mhm.
Remember those words that I said, but also be true to yourself in that regard. Don't let your morals be swayed by others who are capable of corrupting the core values of who you are as an individual. Because you have this almost whimsical nature to yourself, and I don't know if it disgusts me or makes me happy. The older you get, I'm confused those two things. But if I ever hear that you become some monster and you have to be hunted down, I will assist in that hunt, but I will do it begrudgingly, sir. So please, hold on to that. Hold on to the you that is you. That's the only way I can explain it. He'll give you like a
Vega
pat
will
on
hit
the
his-
shoulder.
I think Vega would just go and just give you a hug.
Continue to pat you
And
on
just-
the shoulder.
And he'd just say, you know, you always had her back, and you... Thank you. Don't worry. I'll return the favor too, if you become a monster. He just doesn't say anything after that. Thank you.
He'll whisper in your ear before he separates. Don't worry. They'll hunt me down like a dog. And then he will look at Beauregard. Mr. Beauregard, I am genuinely sad to leave your presence. It has been a genuine pleasure, sir, to talk with you, be around you in your presence. Exchange of ideals and beliefs, even when they conflict or don't. But I will say, try to have a measured approach at all times, because the more overly ambitious you become, the more it will consume you as an individual. And I had to learn this myself. There are people much older than I, but still trying to figure it out. Pursue your interests, but remember, some of them may burn you if you are not careful. Utmost respect for you, sir.
Yeah,
And if you
foolish
ever
is
are on the East Coast, feel free to give me a call.
such an invitation I shall take you up on one day, as the lamb would be foolish to not take advice from the billy goat. I thank you for your time and sharing information. It has been a pleasure for me as well, sir.
He will extend his hand out for a handshake.
He does it with the very feminine side.
He will take your hand and shake it. Good, good. Mr. Carlos, you are one of the most brash, rash, foolhardy, ridiculous individuals I've ever met. But you have wonderful tastes for substances, I will say that. But I will say, at the drop of a hat, you are wonderful at improvisation, and I think that is a gift that very few people have. Whether it's disposing of something, or trying to think of a solution, or supporting your friends, which you seem to do with impunity, I commend that. Never let that die. Because people that are rash, foolhardy, and a little reckless are still needed today. Just make sure you reel it in just a little bit so you don't get yourself killed. I would hate to hear that you were ashed by some prick.
And you're not so bad yourself, Gabe. You can still give me those $1,000 though.
I will have it wired to you. Wherever you rest now, I don't know.
Oh shit, that worked. Jokes aside,
Give me your email.
Yeah, I don't have an email, Vega. It was good learning from you. Even though you like living in very high places and that shit's scary.
Terrifying, actually. And Miss Sage. I find it very cruel that you were taken from this world at such a young age. I think it's one of the most cruel things an individual can do, and I've seen some cruel shit in my life. The one thing I will say to you is, even though you may view one or the other as being a pawn, you yourself need to play within the pool and not be a pawn, but be a player. Just because someone treats you well, don't take it to heart, because I guarantee you, just because they treat you well for the moment doesn't mean they're going to treat you like shit at some point. Self-worth and value are important in this life, and if you cannot find that, then what do you have? A place? Places are fleeting. Places can be burned down, torn apart. Remember, just because someone treats you well doesn't mean they care.
Well, I don't know how much I should take your word, but if someone crosses me, you probably know what will happen. Kind of just grins a bit. But I have to say, I was actually wrong about you. You had our backs through this entire time. I actually thought you were just going to use us for something at the start. But I'm glad to see that was not the case.
Everyone uses someone at some point. I will be frank about that, but you are quite honest, and a part of me did not want to manipulate that honesty. There's something pure about it. Wholesome in a way. And with that, I must depart. I do apologize that this may be the last time we see each other, and if I do happen to see you, I may be more in the shadows than I would be in the light.
Well, ever so often I'll look to the shadows and say hello. Goodbye, Gabe.
Bye, Gabe.
And as he
That
begins
was
to walk
very
away,
poetic.
As he begins to walk away, he'll merely shout, "Do not wander foolishly into the night."
And if you have an extra suitcase of money, just saying. He'll giggle.
He'll just begin to laugh as he walks away.
Man.
I for sure thought you were gonna kiss him too, Vega.
I thought for sure you were.
Oh no, I thought you were gonna make it like a thing of like kissing all of our teachers.
I missed an opportunity. You're right. Oh, Gabe. Oh.
At least on the cheek
What
like
are
a
we
peck, but too late now.
You do this. I'm gonna rat you out to Cass when I find her again.
No, she's already gonna be mad about the whole Camarilla thing. But holy crap, it was a prince, freaking intense. Like, and Vandal can't protect you. Sage, man.
You saw that. I don't know what happened. It's just for some reason I just had to go see the prince. It's like something was pulling me to it. I can't fight against that. No amount of strength or speed or martial arts can help me in that.
We got you back.
Yeah, you totally owe me a new hoodie, by the way.
Vandal owes you a hoodie.
Oh, I got kicked because of you. You decided to walk away.
Carlito,
Yeah.
you got kicked by Vandal?
I got kicked through a fucking wall, dude.
Oh
Jeez.
shit.
I'm sorry, but I think I picked the right team. That's crazy.
Definitely not gonna be the face of this anarch side because I'm not talking to
We
Vandal
got
again.
cigars and brandy.
Yeah, we got a nice
You actually survived
bar.
this kick?
It hurt.
Damn.
That's it. That says something, man. He passed you on the
And
back.
something tells me that he didn't want to kill me because afterwards he screamed at me to go find you. Otherwise, I feel like he probably could kill me. Anyways,
Shit.
should we get to work?
Yeah. Let's get to work.
Yeah. Oh, where do we start?
I haven't the slightest
Um,
idea. Are
for
we to set a
one-
trap for this imposter? Do we
Yeah,
facilitate an instance?
I wanted to go give. Did you actually tell Vandal what Gabe told us?
About the no, I didn't.
Shit. Okay, we need to do that and get Sanctuary ready to look out for him. As for the Camarilla, did you guys tell them?
What?
Shit, the stuff that Gabe told us about the intel that we're going to strike next. That they should be on alert.
No, we never had the chance. We gotta. Actually, you know what? Is the sheriff still here?
Yeah, the
Maybe we
sheriff
should
will be
go
here.
tell the. Perfect. Let's just talk to the sheriff before we leave.
Yeah.
We'll tell her.
Alright, as you go over to talk to the sheriff, we're going to quickly cut away. As we focus in on Gabe, a little bit further in the timeline, but still on the same night. Gabe, as you were given a location by your ghouls, by Tatiana, to meet up. You make your way over to what is a warehouse that's kind of far away from pretty much anything, so that, you know, no noise or anything like that will come through, and you won't be bothered. As you make your way over, you can see Tatiana is currently waiting outside, as she looks up to you. Sir.
Is everything ready now?
Yes, it is ready, sir, but there is, how do I say this? Perhaps it might be best just to show you.
Lead the way, dear.
Steps through, making her way inside as she kind of walks through what is like a small kind of hallway area further into the warehouse. She goes, so as I'm sure Bruno let you know, the information we got had to change suddenly, as it seems one of the few people that this Anarch cared for died last night in a very horrific manner. Though we were able to acquire the only other thing that seemed to be listed as something that he cared for.
And that was?
Well, you hear a yipping sound. Eventually, opens the door into what is a little room where you see Bruno is currently standing there next to what is like this small Pomeranian that's kind of yipping next to him and kind of rubbing up against Bruno's side. It seems to be quite happy. Bruno kind of stands there awkwardly. And with that, Tatiana would go, "This is Sir Barxalot."
Cute.
I'm sorry, sir. This was the only thing we could find. Literally anything else he cared about was either long gone, or he cut contact with, or was dead. I'm sorry, sir. I failed you.
We can use this. This is always a motivator to get them to come to something they enjoy. And he's gonna kind of like Slav squat and just reach his hand out like, come on, come in. Come in.
Kind of. It's hesitant, but makes its way over to you and kind of sniffs your finger. Makes a little yipping noise.
Come on, I don't bite. Not you in particular, of course.
Makes its way closer to you, but still keeps a slight barrier between you and it. Seems it senses your predatory nature. You watch as Bruno kind of looks between you and the dog, and then there's like a brief moment where he kind of like reaches for his gun in kind of a question.
He's gonna put his hand up as like, no.
Takes his hand off.
Come on now. I'm not that bad. I'm bad, but I'm not that bad.
Yes, sir.
And he'll look at the dog like, come on.
Makes its way closer.
Come on. Come on. And as it gets closer, he's going to try and just like scoop it up.
Yeah. Scoop it up.
He'll begin to kind of like, you know, ruffle it behind the ears.
Seems to yip happily.
I wonder if this Mr. Barxalot knows where his papa lives,
Quite possible, sir.
Well, where did you find this little pup?
an apartment, a safe house that's used by this anarch. We don't actually know where he havens.
So he's a destitute.
Yes, sir.
You know, I think I will take this dog as my own. He doesn't need it. If he just abandoned it, then I'll take it myself. I think that'll be a greater insult when the dog prefers me over him. Now that I think about it. And if we encounter him, we'll just kill him on the spot.
Very well, sir. As you say.
Also, we need a better name than Sir Boxelot. Come on, man. We need something with a regal nature to it.
Bruno kind of looks around and goes, Arthur?
He snaps his finger. I like it. Wonderful.
Though Bruno doesn't really smile, you can see he's pleased with Punch that you're proud, you've taken the name.
We can't have him die, though. He needs to live with us forever.
Of course, sir. I'll make sure to look after him myself.
Oh, we will all collectively look after him. I watched 5... Was it 4? No, sorry, I miscounted. 4 individuals who left a bird in a warehouse for several days, unattended.
For several days? How is it not dead?
I don't know. But, someone must have done something, so... Let's go. Let's get our things and let's go. Let's...
Yes, sir. That Tatiana just looks at Bruno and just goes... Just kind of like shaking her head a little. He just kind of shrugs.
Arthur. Do you want to go hunting, Arthur? Do you want to be a hunting dog? Little hunting Pomeranian?
He yips. Happily.
Looks like I won out in the end. Prior to meeting Tobias, we need to buy clothing for this poor little bastard so he doesn't get cold.
You say that, you hear a little chuckle in the darkness. However, Tobias does not make himself known.
Come now. You want to talk now? Or you want to talk later?
He steps out of the darkness. As he does, both your ghouls seem to be not sure what you're talking about, and then immediately are on alert as he steps forward.
Puts his hand up again to both of them.
From the darkness.
You do not wish to trifle with this man.
Steps the horrific figure, no longer disguised in the illusion or the obfuscation he puts on. No, now the horrific creature is on full display. Sharp needle-like teeth, a jaw that kind of leans off to the side, and a head that is with bulbous pieces of bone that extends through the flesh. Yes. Let us talk, Mr. Newsom. There is much to say. And with that, we pull away from the scene. We focus on this city's skyline. The night is beautiful. We see lights cover the streets. Some flashing signs can be seen. but it's oddly peaceful. We focus in on a dark shadow that seems to extend over the city itself, high above, kept at bay by the bright lights of the night. But is there, looming, constant. This is a city filled with darkness, with vile evils, but also lighter grays. Nonetheless, we call to an end this first act of our story. And we begin Act 2. Ticking towards oblivion. The shadows coalesce once more, arising like a deluge, preparing to smother this city in its oppressive power. But for that story, you're going to have to join us next week. With that, we call this episode to a close. Thank you very much to our audience for watching. We hope you've enjoyed. And we will do some... We'll do some shoutouts. We'll do some shoutouts first, and then we'll have a bit of a chat afterwards about this arc and what people have been enjoying and stuff. But let's start off with Yampa. Yampa, why don't you tell us who you are and where people can find you?
Hello, I am Yampa. I play Carlos, the Cocaine Fiend Bias. Rash and Brash. And apparently a kicking though. I lost track of what I was saying. Right, where you can find me. You can catch me here on Thursdays, obviously. On Fridays, whenever we get that going over at the Ticking Time Bob channel, we're doing some Dark Age, Conan-esque Hyperion Age stuff. Pretty cool. Still don't know what to call it, but that's dope over there. That's pretty much it, because yeah, Super Cyber Station is on hiatus for now. So yeah, but a shout out to Super Cyber Station. He's pretty cool too. Yeah, thank you for watching.
Absolutely. Glad to have you with us, Yampa. And also excited for what is going to become of Carlos in the next chapter. He is trying to beat his addiction. We'll see how well that goes. Up next, Tone. Tell the lovely people who you are and where they can find you.
Hi everybody, I'm Tone, and my home is Monday Night's Mortal Rolls, where I lead a cast of fallen gods as they have taken on their mortal selves as they're trying to figure out the mystery of what happened. We're on season 3. It's called The Unraveling. Wednesday nights you can catch. Well, actually, no. Before Wednesday, there's Tuesday. Tuesday nights you can catch me on Taking Time Bob with the Land of the King, where I play one of the twins, Balin. Playing with a couple friends of the channel. And on Wednesday, we are on Odyssey of the Dragon Lords, where I play with TheCatsMeow. So it's absolutely fantastic. Of course, Thursday nights, I love this show, Orphaned Blood. Come on. And that's what's coming up. I have Star Guardians is coming up next month in March, which is going to be a really cool project with Crit Crafters. That's also who we're on for the Odyssey of the Dragon Lords. But before we end my turn, I just wanted to give a shout out, huge shout out, Caleb, just another villain. Just applause, love, 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 love. Bravo, sir, bravo. And you have a puppy now.
Indeed. We'll have to see more of what happens to Vega, the daredevil who has freed himself from the chains of maybe his blood. He's now free to make the choices that he wants. We'll see if he makes the right ones, or if he makes choices that will inevitably lead to his destruction. Nonetheless, I'm excited to see what happens next. Up next, Emiko, tell lovely people who you are and where they can find you.
Hello, I'm Emiko, and I played Sage, the punching vampire that I think nearly got killed in today's session. Once the sad music started playing, I was like, oh, it's over. This show is the only one you can find me on publicly currently. I don't have any other projects going on. But yeah, that was an amazing session. I thank Mark for running that. Had me on the edge of my seat for basically all of it.
That's
I
good.
was
There'll be
deeply
plenty more
afraid.
of intense moments for Sage, as Sage has literally been given an ultimatum, which is succeed or die. So we're gonna have to see how that goes.
And I plan to succeed, of course.
Yeah, always plan to succeed. Up next, Cleansing Rain. Tell lovely people who you are and where they can find you.
Hi, I'm Cleansing Rain. You can find me on almost every social platform as Cleansing Rain, except for X, where there's an underscore in between the cleansing and the rain. That all being said, it's been wonderful to be Beauregard in this season, I suppose, this scroll, this chapter. It was a blast, start to finish, which is something that I think is rare. Usually in TTRPGs, I feel like there's some days where you just have those, sit down and just let it go by. It's just whatever day. But I felt every episode was so compelling and so story driven. It was just masterful storytelling and a great group of people to play with. So thank you for allowing me to be a part of it, and look forward to the next chapter.
Thank you very much. Honestly, I've had so much fun with Bo. Bo slowly following a path that perhaps has led him to corruption, or perhaps absolution. We shall have to see how things uncover further. But never forget, Sutek always rewards those who are loyal to him. With that, be a secret. With that, last but absolutely certainly not least, Caleb, tell the lovely people who you are and where they can find you.
I would say I would be here every Thursday, but I will no longer be here. It's been an absolute pleasure to play in this game. Thank you, Mark, for having me and playing with these wonderful players who made every scene a blast, very engaging, very compelling. It's just every session was something I always looked forward to every Thursday, so it was a damn good time. Where you can find me on Twitter or X if you prefer, at SuperVillainV. You will find me tomorrow on Void Doll's channel playing the Magi Knight Sentai Magical Girl influence, a little bit of like The Boys and like corporate influence and how they've kind of corrupted the idea of like that whole concept. That'll be tomorrow, Friday, around 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Your time zone may vary for that. The next Friday, you can find me on her channel again. Later in the night, around like 9 p.m. Pacific Standard. For East Coasters, I understand it's a little rough, but it's dark fantasy, tabletop RPG, 5e, D&D, in the Underdark, being pursued by drow, hunted, while we all try to come to grips with a lot of our trauma, people that struggle with us, and trying to get back to the surface as we fumble and make our way through the Underdark itself on Void Doll's channel once again. So there's going to be one more game I can't talk about yet, but it'll be soon. It'll be fun. It's going to be also really cool on her channel. So it's going to be within the world of darkness. So if you like that, then you'll have another thing to bite into, if you will. So, and once again, thank you for having me. I had a great time, phenomenal time. It was a blast every episode. It pains me to go, but I understand. I must go, and I must do as the prince wishes.
Unfortunately, that is a part of being of the Camarilla, which is doing as the prince says. Nonetheless, it has been an absolute pleasure having you here. Thank you so much for showing my lovely players the true power of the Camarilla and the superiority of such ordered alliances and factions. Also, just thank you very much for bringing Gabriel Newsom to life and showing us just what a great, fun character Clan Ventrue can make. I've known a lot of people who've kind of said Clan Ventrue is the boring clan, and they're wrong. They're entitled to their wrong opinions. But nonetheless, thank you so much. You have been, honestly, a great addition. I've loved having you playing with us, and yeah, hopefully we'll see you again on this channel.
Hopefully.
With that, hello, my name is Mark, aka TheCatsMeow. Welcome to the channel. I hope you've enjoyed. We're going to be continuing on Orphaned Blood next week, as we begin what may just be our final arc, or at the very least will lead into our finale, our final arc, where everything will come together and perhaps some questions will be answered and some answers will be questioned. Nonetheless, I hope you're excited for more tales of caitiff, floundering and trying to survive the devious politics of just kindred life. I think with that, I'll leave it to our dear cast. Is there any points you want to raise? Any bits you've enjoyed? Any notes of things? Anything you want to shout out? Feel free to speak your mind while I get through the last shout outs.
Oh,
I will.
sweet.
I will say, there's been, in this story, there's things that, as I've kind of gone back and reminisced upon this story, I'm like, oh, this was connected to that, and that was connected to this, and this was connected to that, and then, the ghoul that just so happened to have died, I was just like, oh, no. I just put that together, literally as it was, running through my head. I'm like, oh, you do such a wonderful job of making sure that, everything has, meaningful purpose. And then it's just not well, here's an individual, they served their purpose, now they're just kind of tossed to the side, or they were a meaningless NPC. Everything has a purpose, and it's very deliberate, and I really, really appreciate that as a player.
Thank you. I do my best to make sure that everything does connect together, because I don't like leaving loose strings that I can't just tie around. But no, thank you very much. I'm glad you guys have had so much fun. Honestly, it's a real pleasure.
Yeah.
This is why I do things. It's why I do these.
No, it's so true. I mean, holy smokes. Big thing. I think just the fact that the sire of Vega, the Vagabond, I think that was almost this opportunity where could he have gone independent? What does that even mean? This third path that was just there, so tempting. But I think it's true, with Vega's good nature, I don't think he could ever kind of go down that path. He loves his caitiff friends too much. He lay down his life for them, especially Cass Price,
Exactly. Cass Price. Cass Price, who has proceeded to be yelling at me in my DMs about all the decisions you guys make.
It's so funny.
Oh yeah, Cass Park, not Cass Price.
It's
Cassandra Park. Cass Price was a
Park.
different character. Cass Price is actually
Wait,
in the world. Cass Price.
Oh, wait.
is around.
What?
Yeah,
Did I
Cass
say
Price
Cass
is
Price?
a Tremere. Yeah,
That's right. I mean, Cassie Parks.
Cassie
Never mind,
Parks. Cassie Parks.
There we
But yes. Anything else
Vandal-
people would like to raise?
Vandal is
Go ahead.
such a funny character. Any scene of Vandal is really funny. Very fun.
Yeah, Vandal's one of
Vandal
those
exists.
characters.
Yeah. Exists
That
as
is
the typical Bruja.
Yeah, I just feel like there's yeah, he looks tough, but the things that he does really cements it of okay, he can talk it and he can walk it. Let's
Oh,
leave
yeah.
him alone.
He's the Bruja Primogen for a reason, and the de facto anarch leader in the city.
Yeah.
He earned his title.
Yeah. Overall, it's just been a very, very fun time. And yeah, I thought Sage was gonna die, I think 2 times. The first time was when she was getting punched in by vampire, second, and both in the last 2 sessions! Like, am I gonna die? And then the
Turns out
prince.
having a
Ugh.
doppelganger is pretty bad. Turns out there's a lot
Oh,
of consequences to that.
I still find it hilarious how Sage has never seen doppelganger.
No, you've
Like-
never met your doppelganger.
And
At least
she
as far
has
as you know.
not seen
This is
it.
a big inside joke.
Gosh, yes.
We've all agreed to pull a prank on Sage. There is no doppelganger.
Can you imagine
never
that?
was
Oh
a
my
doppelganger.
Which,
Yeah,
by the
Oh,
way,
she
that
would
episode was
frenzy
amazing.
and kill you guys. Just collectively gaslighting Sage.
Mhm.
It's a
Hilarious.
gothic situation.
Yeah.
Like a prank that went
What?
way
You're a
off rails.
patient here. What do you mean you're a doctor? You've been a patient here for years.
Yeah, that's right. It's all a dream. Oh my gosh.
Everything's
Uh,
a dream.
Alright.
I just love the fact that Sage's best roll was against against Vega.
Player? Yeah.
Yeah, why?
Yeah,
That's always how it goes.
Was it 7 successes? It was like insane. Oh man.
7 successes to throw you.
Yeah,
I
to
mean,
throw
it's
me
like
against-
what Vandal does, just throws the people through walls.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not
that was
nice.
so good.
So clearly, I just need to act more like Vandal and throw people around instead of actually punching
Exactly.
and
That'll
being
solve
efficient.
you.
That'll make the dice gods like me.
Alright.
Well, I need to be punching my teammates more.
With that, we are going to raid out. Say hi to some fellow streamers.
Well, so does
Until
this
then-
mean? So we are playing next week, starting a new chapter. Is
Yes,
there a
we are.
time lapse, or does it pick up like? Tonight,
It's going to pick up
tomorrow?
immediately. You guys have a
Okay.
week before Sage is executed.
Right.
You
to
guys need
deliver
all the
results.
time you can get.
Yeah. We just time skip. It's like, oh, Sage is dead. Anyways, what do we do now?
Yeah, Sage is dead. Well, it was fun while it lasted.
Just dead. I just don't appear next stream.
Raid these guys.
Gone.
Alright, with that, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you all next week. Stick around for the raid. And we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.